Juggernaut Invoker versus Timbersaw, it's usually going to be like pretty good for those melee heroes, but adding a roaming Riki definitely kind of, oh, they do have the smoke. The arrow is nowhere close to landing, but still maybe next time. To use a lot of tangos, try to get through those. Is invis and the dust is wearing off, but he's slowed down because of that dust. It's going to be close. Have any more detection?
Poison from the creeps as well, slowing him there, but
yeah, probably just fine. The healing ward not lasting too long, but opting instead for the Timber Chain, got him a pretty nice surprise kill. Now he's going to be jumped as Spartan's going to get a wraparound. Curse is going to land Sunstrike as well. Does quite a bit of damage, but level 2 reactive armor still doing its job. Spartan will dodge the arrow, and it will be no casualties here, but perfectly fine.
Present in the lane, and he's going to sit up on his hill, you know, low-level smoke screen, so maybe is able to walk out of it, wait for the duration of cold snap, and then chain back into safety. But it's definitely a bit peculiar. I mean, it's hard to really criticize when he's winning the lane like he is, but he is going to be forced to attempt. But he was not carrying a TP. And speaking of gank attempts, Pasha under the cover of Vendetta, Dire using a scan as well. Find Solo and Skylark rotating through. They should be able to get this sending, and they will. I mean, MNT's going to be able to back off the spike, though, and the Vendetta hit, bringing Thug low. One last right click from no one will get the more valuable return kill. MNT's forced to blink down to the low ground. Chakram is a bit short. No one, though, still feeling very tanky. Madara's even rotated in here on the PA. He's going to get spiked up. Arrow's going to connect from short range. That is likely going to keep him at bay here. Madara throws out the dagger, hoping for a crit, maybe to open the door for him to go back in, as he knew Spike Carapace was down, but he's not going to get the coup de grace there, and they'll have to end up backing off. So it's a big rotation from AD FINEM. Everyone from their squad comes in, ends up being a one-for-one trade, and they lose the more valuable target. Pasha, though, getting jumped on by Madara in the low end of the river. The Sunstrike from Thug is on point. They will get a return kill after losing their Invoker mid lane, so very nice.
Now Demon does have a disruption for himself, but that can only buy him a minor amount of time. He's about to get a very fast disruption, but again, very small amount of time. Spin will do him in. Solo gonna grab even more intelligence, now up to an 8th swing for the team, so he get a pretty nice pick off. He sees Skylark there, he probably will, but now they have Sentries on the deck, so they know that Pasha's somewhere in the corner. Now here comes the epicenter, channeled up by Skylark, fresh blink dagger as well. Pasha's still in this corner. Arrow's gonna miss Madara though, so Pasha will still survive for a little while longer until maybe next time jumps in and slays him. Spin in the middle is not gonna do all that much. Skylark's gonna try to retreat from his initiation. He's not gonna get out of there. Omnislash gonna kill him on the street. That's not good. Global silence though does go off, and that is much better. It's gonna take down one. Invoker will survive. They're still trying to go in pretty deep. Madara, and maybe next time, how did you get in these trees? You should not be there. They're both gonna get slain. Sunstrike will barely miss the Juggernaut, and VP will take a 4-for-1 exchange as AD FINEM gets separated because they decide to like chase far into the jungle. That's
the exit was, even if they get that Ramsey's kill on the Juggernaut, maybe just hoping for a dagger crit and trying to TP out in the trees, but no one. Nice awareness there, able to punish them. Lil in trouble. Link forward. Oh, nice tricks of the trick. Pretty heavily on this Blightstone and the Forge Spears to make this a quick kill onto Roche, and it's going to be close here. Fairly risky attempt. Arrow going to fly through, does not connect onto Madara, and Madara will be able to secure the Aegis. Smoke screens down onto Pasha, but it looks like it's just a zoning one as Madara does blink back towards his team. They're not going to get fooled by greed once again, and they will be able to try and back off. Shadow Demon, though, Spartan, he won't be as lucky. Spartan going to end up going down. He will be the trade over for the Roche, and I'm sure AD FINEM is just fine with that. Mid lane, though, Madara, a little case down. If Lil's a little bit too far forward, they may be able to just punish the Mirana. Skylark's going to go for it, but he burrows forward and doesn't hit anything. He will get connected on the arrow despite the sandstorm. Global silence will be there. Madara will be able to purge it off with BK. Skylark makes it out to the west, and they will be able to bring down Solo. Now Madara turns for Lil, who pounces into her own bed. Madara gets a couple of kills in this one. Skylark does end up going down on the back side of it. No one he's going to be able to dodge the Sunstrike for now. MNT will be brought down to Ramsey with the Omnislash Thug. He's going to be slowed up. But can he make it away from Ramsey? The Demonic Purge. What a reaction. Spartan. Diffusal Blade Charge. Eat your heart out. Blink forward, though, from Ramsey's. Ghost Walk's going to be there from Thug. Like Thug will be able to make it away. Overall, it'll be a 3-for-2 and still benefiting VP. But a huge Skylark, and now adding Maluk to engage on mid lane. Solo pretty low. He's got dust. They'll jump forward with the bro strike to be able to take him out. They want more now. Pasha's in trouble. He's been dusted up as well. Madara gonna jump forward with AKB. No potential to turn. Save himself. He'd look to try and bring down Skylark with him, will be unsuccessful in doing so.
He actually has a diffusal blade, somehow sneaking that And it's an amazing item on Ricky.
Oh
It's a good
wow, he
item,
just picked up
definitely
a
worth-
gem off the courier.
Oh,
Courier snipe gets the gem. That is a massive
Both
turn.
couriers.
Solo. Oh, nice burrow coming out from Skylark. He's going to catch 2 TPs. Pasha in a little bit of trouble. Blink forward. Dust will find it. He gets the carapace off. He should be dead here regardless. Demonic Courage is going to be there. He'll slow up Madara from being able to kill him off. And Demonic Courage will be what does the deed in the end. But it's another 2 kills on the back line.
No one is thinking about at least trying to stall this up. Maybe next time it's going to get dusted as well. Here comes the Juggernaut right into the middle of things, but immediately gets put into the bubble. No one's getting worked down by Madara. No Chris is finally going to get a big one. No one is actually mostly out of the fight now. Madara's going to pop a BKB and waste a lot of time, but it's finally going to jump in with help of Skylark. Burst strike out to no one. Right clicks, not quite. On a true sight, it's going to be fairly valuable.
Oh, the courier again.
Maybe next time.
The ward on the high ground is going to tip off MNT to this courier, and he'll get it the second time. Maybe he could have waited till something was bought up there from Ramses, but he will. I think
they have another target in their sights. It's Solo. Just don't think they're fast enough. They're going to blink strike over to the creeps. Try to purge him up with the cold snap in combination. And the arrows coming in. Another dagger. No crit. Tornado. The Deafening Blast is whipped up. They're going to put the Alacrity on. Deafening Blast now going to land. Solo in his base. Was almost there to safety. Not quite.
Execution.
Yeah, Thug is still incredibly loaded and really hasn't changed. They're looking for no one. Wrapping around from the left. Here comes the EMP. Here comes the Tornado. Mana will be burnt, although he still has a lot of mana regeneration. Blowstorm is going to be active. Turn the burrow strike. Stuns on everyone. But now here comes Madara with the big crits, and no one is unable to Bloodstone Suicide, but will die to the cost.
Up onto the full Sunstrike will be there, finishing off the Silencer. Does a lot of damage to Ramses as well. Forces him to BKB. He is going to blink out. He's going to be solo soaking this Omni Slash, but does have the blur right now. So Madara, he's okay. He'll blink up to the high ground. Ramses may be in trouble here. Smokescreen goes down. They do have the healing ward, but a blink down to the low ground from MNT. Couple right clicks. Madara not lucky enough to get it back. Will have to back himself away from Nima on the east side. Thug gonna EMP up Pasha as he walks under sentry range. Madara forced the BKB, turns onto no one. Burrow strike will be there, but it's reflected by the Echo Shell. No one, though, he's still in trouble. Crit will finish him off. Madara survives by holding onto the BKB that entire time, being able to use it once no one re-engages. And 3-0 plus the well, no global silence was a
the tools to kind of chase these heroes down in these situations, but at least in that fight, AD FINEM abusing the crap out of Clips, and whoa, there was a silencer there. That was definitely this is number 3, I believe, but either way, it has a cheese. And there's not much time in the dark. They're going to jump up the high ground. Oh, slaying the Nyx Assassin like 2 shots. A huge burrow strike onto 2. The subject got to no one. They crit down the Mirana as well. Are taking a lot of damage in the midst of this. Ramses BKB trying to do what he can. Madara's going to land the Abyssal onto no one. Still fighting. Will finally get blended down and killed off. Thug is running low on mana. Ramses, though, is not running low on right clicks. He'll chop down the Shadow Demon looking for another target. Can't find them because they're all blinking out. But it's a 3-for-3 exchange. Ultimately, that looked really bad for VP, but they rally around.
Still has Epicenter in hand. You know, not able to get that Echo Shell off quickly enough after the global. Skylark just pays with his life. Jump forward, Thug. Gonna get a Tornado EMP Meteor there. They are gonna buy back now, and MNT's gonna jump in as well, but they force everyone out of the smoke screen. No one, he's a little bit deep behind enemy lines as Madara jumps forward into the front lines, but he will turn back and finish off the Timber Saw. Not sure the Aegis, it looks like the Aegis maybe just expired there. Now everyone has to run. There's still a Diffusal Blade up on this Ricky. He's got to blink in seconds. So everyone trying to make it out solo. Looks like he'll be the casualty here. Big crit from the dagger. Tornado will finish him off. They find Will as well. Smoke screen him up. He's going to drop. That's 3 heroes for AD FINEM taken down. It cost him a buyback. Sand King, and it didn't feel like Skylark was even really useful in that engagement. But AD FINEM take it.
Just being able to Phantom Strike to any target and slay whatever target pretty much immediately is a pretty big game. Burrow Strike here onto Ramses. Sunstrike here as well. He's going to put up with a huge crit. Amadar kill him off. He's forced to buy out Pasha. It's Tornado EMP that's not quite going to kill him off, but it's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to burrow. The Meteor still burning him. He's going to survive. Chasing forward for a little bit more. Thug is going to set up some ice walls to make sure that VP will struggle to chase this forward. The Phantom Assassin, she's on the south end of the long. They're going to jump in. EMP Tornado, try to take out the silence. Guaranteed. No shenanigans with Gold Silence. He doesn't even have it anyway, taking a lot of damage from the right click of Thug. Will be chased down. In the meantime, back end, they found the Juggernaut, forced him into the Omni Slash. Already very low. He looks to blink out. Scarlet going to give chase. BKB can't do anything. And Sand King Madara going to slice through Mirana. That's 1 down. Pasha going to try to put up a spike Carapace, but Madara's going to crit right through it with the BKB helping him stay alive. That's 3 down as Madara's delivering like 1,300 crits somewhere along those lines. That's 3 down, and AD FINEM are looking at a pretty easy set of Raxes. Never mind, they're looking at a GG. VP they tap out. They just couldn't answer this Phantom Assassin.
Hey, we called on Thug before the high ground over on the Radiant side, and Thug was definitely the MVP of that fight. Then he finds out Solo in the top lane with a blind blink into the fog, kills off the... used by no one.
No one. He's gonna have a Fortune's End and a Burrow Strike waiting for him. He doesn't have a leap. Sunstrike as well as right clicks. He's dead. Sand King.
That level 6 before Madara will have from Spirit can get further aggressive lane. No one gonna jump down towards bottom. Look for Skylark. Will find him. The vision from the ward. Rune not exactly sure either way. The 4-minute rune not in the bottle of no one, but does secure himself a kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Fate's Edict there on MNT, but it doesn't really help you against right clicks, and he's gonna be brought down. They're gonna dive even for more here. Lil very low, so gonna turn and run. Sunstrike is just off the mark. Coming out from Thug. Ramses though, he's in trouble. One more right click. Oh, stick is there for now. 5 seconds until Burrow Strike. Caustic Finale. Does it finish off Ramses? Not quite. One more right click will do the job. But Lil, he'll find a kill on the back end on his...
And Lil now looking for an angle they have maybe next time in Spartan right next to each other. Both of the Chikuchis, they both know exactly what's going on. Here comes the arrow onto the Oracle, and he's dead in an instant. Thug can't even get in place in time. Skylark gonna look to cut off no one. There is a leap. Grabbed in midair with the Sunstrike on top of that. They have the Burrow Strike if they're gonna save their mana. But yeah, that's the lasso right there. Immediately take this tower or go for Roach. Perhaps even both. Madara now tracked up by the lightning. Arrow's gonna come in and land. That shouldn't have happened. Now leaping Starstorm. False Promise can keep him alive, but he's getting a lot of damage in consideration of this. We'll bring a little bit of it back with the time loss. He's gonna pop though. He's dead. Now gonna look to dive the tower perhaps. There is an Oracle nearby. They know about it. They are going to see the further TPs coming in of that rider, but maybe next time he's going to get obliterated first thing. Spartan and Skylark both in the thick of things, but neither of them can actually do enough damage to either of these heroes. They're going to grab the lasso onto no one. Sunstrike going to come in, and will end up killing the Weaver. Now the Firefly starting to add up, but Skylark is really outnumbered. Field goes up. He's not able to fly over that. It's a double kill for Solo, as the Disruptor is able to cash in hard, and Drow Ranger is killing people elsewhere. To be there as AD FINEM. So you get a little split push going with Thug, but meanwhile they are encroaching upon him. Solo going to be the first there. Spartan should have seen him, but he will kinetic field up the Invoker for the time being. Now the Sunstrike comes up before the static storm, but Solo's able to juke it out. Lil in with the right clicks, and with that precision aura, this Weaver looking like anything but a support. They will be able to take down the Weaver, doing so much damage, and he's got a point booster. I wonder what that could be. But for right now, we got Batrider up in the front. He's going to jump in, no target inside. Blind Burrow Strike is going to miss. Finally, Death Up. Spartan's taking way too much damage from the get-go. He's tanking immediately down. Madar's going to jump into a static storm. Can't Chronosphere again. And now he's separated from the rest of his squad, and he's just forcing Time Walk out. Definitely Chronosphere. He's going to try to fight it out. Vegeto's going to drop onto Solo. Do a lot of damage onto Lil as well. Solo will get picked off here. Madar's going to Time Walk into the trees. Arrow going to follow him, though, and he will get picked off, as they do have the vision, and they will get the kill. Double for Ramses. AP, they gain 3
for them. They've got both Disrupt and the Abaddon on the backlines, and when you have a lineup that has the inclination to 5-man a lot, it's scarce that you're going to find solo picks. So, you know, jumping out with a Batrider trying to find the lasso is a lot more difficult. Epicenter going to come out from the court. They need to take out Solo early. That's a big team by Opus. They get beautiful Chrono. Does catch 2 from Madara. They will take the static turn. Trying to fight the lasso back. No one. Right click though coming in Barton from the low ground. Lil going to try and chase him down. Burrow Strike comes back though. Can they get Lil down? They can. Before he time lapses out, Thug will be able to go swalk away. Now 3 heroes still up from VP's side. It's been a 2 for 2 thus far. 2 supports for 2 supports. VP though, they got so much sustain from Pasha with the mech still available to them. They know the Chrono and the Lasso are off the board. They're going to jump forward looking for more. Arrow is going to whiff at point blank range. Any of those purges off on her, she can drop a gust and completely change the fight. Meanwhile, speaking of fight, top lane Solo is going to have to drop the static storm onto 2 heroes here, and they're looking to run in and support. Madara silenced up. He will be able to get out to the right. Should be able to time walk away, but the Sand King not so lucky. Madara now in the trees. Leap is perfect from no one. Gonna look to find Madara. He will be able to time dilate her and a leap over to the east, barely dodging the arrow, but a blink forward. He's gonna be forced to Chrono TP. Lil with the bugs there should not be able to kill him as he does. back to Fountain, but heavy commitment of the Chronosphere shield off any of those abilities off to allow Ramses to throw out his gust and start right-clicking
comes Spartan top.
VP.
Top epicenter, got a rock, got Deafening Blast. Marana's gonna leap right over it because the Deafening Blast change. Sunstrike gonna be juked out, 40 HP. Sandstorm will claim its second victim. How do they handle everyone else?
Epicenter is coming. They're gonna try.
Here comes the epicenter. It's not gonna do anything though. Jump in, they do grab him. The corner's gonna catch everyone else in the back line. Not too bad, still pop back in, but no one's actually dying. Ramsey's gonna try to change over to the right side. Shadowblade is gonna do quite a bit. They will push him right back with the Deafening Blast, but so far again, no one on VP is dying, and all the assets VP are going down the tube. Spartan's gonna burst strike in. Will maybe end up killing off Solo, but it's a small game there, as the Drow Ranger is still firing off. Madara's forced time to walk out of there. And now maybe next time, picked apart by no one, in the right clicks from the Marana, and Ramsey is still at a 3/4 HP. Very happy to continue to fire at the objective, as you should in the game. No one's gonna start Fountain farming, because why the hell not? Gets bashed and gets killed off by the Fountain. They finally got a couple of kills at FINEM. All it needs is the Fountain's damage. That execution of the last fight was pretty good, but
yeah,
by that point, we saw how far behind they were.
Void OD, you know that more than anybody. I think, you know, Void
able to put out a little bit more right-click damage. Up towards top lane, they're going in pretty deep with Skylark. Caught Ramses, but a magic missile is going to buy the Drow a little bit of space. 5 stacks of tar, though, and that is going to do a lot of damage if Batrick can close in. Not quite there. Sunstrike is going to connect, but Skylark is salving. That will be canceled by the wave. Now Skylark is kind of in the middle of nowhere with no more Firefly. Can he pick a fight with Solo here? Napalm's pretty strong. Tango's still chugging away for him. No one's coming up from the south. Skylark is dragging the creep wave away. I don't think Solo can actually catch up here.
Solo down to less than 10 HP, able to salve up in the tree line. They almost had him there for the first time in the game, and Skylark, it looks like he will be able to make it out of lane and has the wave following him, so should be able to get a decent chunk of experience underneath the tower here.
Suicide, as good as it gets there, but still not fantastic because he's off the map. Up top lane now, they're going to try to go in for the Drow, but Skylark taking way too much damage on the incoming. He's just going to get worked down. Arrow's going to still connect onto Ramses. Charges, not going to keep him completely healthy, as Spartan is actually going to decide to go for Solo instead. Wants to go for the Drow Ranger, as the Batrider is able to pick up the Drow, and the Venge in the meantime being picked off by Spartan. Will magic missile him back off. Did the Drow just walk into the Firefly and die?
No, yeah, beautifully played by Skylark. He Fury fires up to bait him in during the right click and then flame braked the Drow Ranger. So that's what ends up taking her down. 4 stackers, the mid lane. Lil and Solo could be in a lot of trouble. Degenora is there. Imprison does come out onto the Omni Knight. He used his purification before this as well. Arrow gonna fly through, does connect onto Lil. He's gonna get gripped up for good measure. Swap will be there. Silence is there as well. Nice chrono comes up, and the Epicenter pops off, and it will end up killing off the Marana. Madara goes down because of it as well. Thug, he's in trouble. A couple of last right clicks from D will bring him down. And the Chrono Fear just fractions of a second too late, as Pasha able to dish out.
At the ready, Lil, though, does have a GA flame break. Bump anyone up to the high ground or anything like that. So VP are going to disengage cleanly away from this. They're going to blink in, Burst Strike, swap onto Thug, going to bring him back into Purify. They'll force that down to the south. That was not how that was supposed to go, and now Pasha's going to get hit with the grip. Arrow's there as well. Nice closer onto the 3. Scar's going to walk into it as well, but it doesn't matter. They're ready to take out Sitting Solo. Going to get beaten down by Madara as well. They're going to put up the GA, and there's no way to get through it, but at the same time, VP, they're not really making a retreat either. They bump Ramsey back into the low ground, eclipse them both. Ultra kill for Thug, and Nightmare. It's going to catch no one. The Force Spirit's going to pull it off. Dual Scepter, helping him disengage away from the OD. Madara wants this so badly, but I don't think he can catch up. Either way, it's still a 4-0 in favor of AD FINEM. VP up towards top. They know they could probably race for that, but Invoker with the Lacquer down himself with the Exorb Orbs, the Force Spirit, and he's going to go in, but immediately gets imprisoned. Thug's not too healthy, though. Taking a lot of damage from these Force Spirits. Now here comes the Epicenter. It's going to go right into Thug. That won't quite kill him off, but it's going to drop him very weak, forcing him back out of that fight. Now the Chronosphere drops onto no one. Can Madara actually kill off this Invoker? Needs a couple bashes? No. Oh, yes, he will actually. He will get the kill. And now it's going to be a 2v1. It will cost them the Faceless Void. Pasha is going to try to teleport out of here. Not quite good enough either. Thought the
when all is said and done, but no one could be in a lot of trouble. There's really no reason for him to be this far out in this lane. There's no tower for him to chip at, and he will get lassoed up for his troubles. He does have a Yule Thunder available, will be able to dodge the arrow, so it looks like he may be able to make it away under the cover of Ghostblock. There is dust, though, for him. He will get a 3-man tornado nicely placed, but it is still slowed down by the Napalm. Tries to get the Yules up on the Void, gets the Ice Wall up, but 4 stacks of the Napalm, and relatively safe in that top lane.
They got Ramses now. He's stuck in the bubble. They still have the grip. Solo does have the ability to swap out if he can get close enough. Still, Ramsey's actually going to get repelled and should be just fine. Swap is going to bring him next time way too close in. Here comes the epicenter onto Spartan. We'll do a truckload of damage, although he will leap up to the high ground. Should be just fine. Skylark looking to set up some Firefly. Madara's going to jump in. Immediately gets gusted, however. Guardian Angel's going to go up, and Madara, nice Chronosphere onto his only ally. That is not what you want, and it will be Ramses firing in onto Skylark. Madara messing up hard there. And that will lead to another kill for BP. The Faceless Boy does clean up the Sand King elsewhere. Thug looking to reinitiate off to the east side of the fight. Spartan, does he have another arrow? It seems like he doesn't have a clean angle for it. It's going to chuck it up to the north, which will probably...
Dara and his AD FINEM squad. Meanwhile, though, BP going to look for this sneak in the Roche pit, and now Moonlight Shadow has been popped by the Radiant side. There is no Chronosphere, but they need to be very careful here going in. And Spartan's going to look to find them with the Sanity's clipped on the ground. No one will be able to pick up the Aegis, and the Dire do get the last hit. Now AD FINEM in trouble trying to get out. Ramses is held up, should be able to bring down the Bane here. No, he's actually going to be able to make it away on MNT. Now no one in a little bit of trouble, does have the Aegis, do imprison, they'll get the dust up, repel, will keep no one safe. They'll turn for Ramses, perhaps the more important target. Nice burrow through 2 on the Sand King. Sand is a clip already used, but Thug with so much stolen intelligence is just continuing to right click down these heroes. Now they get the lasso off onto the Sand King. Beautiful imprison into the arrow. Pash is going to be brought down. The next target is no one who's got the Aegis, and Erntick should kill him off here. Respawn. They do not have an arrow, but they should have enough damage simply to bring him down. He will be able to use himself up here. They have the grip if need be. They're going to expend it for safe measure. MNT may go down to the Forest Spirits here, or the Creeps. No, he'll Nightmare himself and survive.
Yep, blade chasing after the Omnight. Repel is gone. Purify can only do so much. OD going to cut him off, and Faceless Void will grab the kill. He even uses GA there. Very, very long cooldown, which will do nothing for him. Creep Wave still alive, I suppose. Now the Chronosphere going to catch Solo. Again, not the best, but it should be able to get them at least this kill. Sunstrike, though, going to kill off the Faceless in trade of it. But even this BKB on the Drow Ranger is not completely safe. Exactly this. They grab him, and the Pro Strike misses Ramses. You need the BKB right about now. He's going to pop it at about half HP, but it's purely retreat. Pop his as well. They're going to bump Pasha out of that sandstorm. He is going to fall. He got tagged in the arrow. They caught Solo with the grip, and now the OG is going to push forward. Tornado TNT Meteor going to halt the advance. Someone's in a bubble. It's the Omni Knight. They try to teleport out, looking for the bash, and they don't even need it. Just enough damage.
Almost every time in these engagements, bounces forward there, gets his team another kill. Now a Chronosphere will find no one. They're good enough to use it on the solo target. It's smoked up as for Ramsey. He's gonna jump and misses the Gust. Epicenter will connect onto Thug. He does not have a BKB seconds, but the Nightmare is there to keep them from right-clicking on him. Now the last is going to find Ramses, which denies up most of their damage. Self-Imprison comes out for the OD Madara. He's going to have to try and back. Will end up Mantis spelling and zipping away. Will in trouble now. Sanity's Eclipse going to come out, finish off the Omni Knight. Ramses standing tall with his but MNT in the front lines. The BKB going to expire soon. Spartan leaping forward alongside Skylark. Arrow's going to be there. It will connect. Thug will come in for the kill. Will force back himself out. Earn charge. Nightmare will keep him alive. And the melee rack's going to go down.
Charges to deal with that Omni Knight. Spartan is going to leap forward. Low zone smoke and, well, guess the wrong direction. They do have the Bat Rider in the air. Ramses is invis. But the Bat Rider has a gem. He sees him. Ramses does not want to be here. BKB won't even save him, even if he can get it off. He does not have buyback. The bottom lane tier 2 is alive, but not for long. And maybe next time, found no one was getting caught. Part of your plan, because here's the grip. Where's the follow-up? Arrow, blink forward, double star storm, and that'll be a very easy kill on the Invoker. He at least does have a buyback, but it's just AD FINEM dismantling VP every which way, while still having the Chronosphere in backup just in case. We're gonna need a Miracle Epicenter. Here it comes. He's going to blink into the middle of creeps, trying to focus Skylark, but in the meantime, Void was able to take down the Vengeful Spirit. They dropped the Sand King super low, and he's dead as well. They're running out of buyback. They're running out of heroes. No one's going to push him back with the Deafening Blast. BKB will hold for right now. GA as well. Can't kill him just yet, but you're not dying either. So as AD FINEM, they can just keep on rolling forward. They have the Omni with the bash. No one even forces huddle into this fountain just to stay alive, and more bashes on the Omni will kill him off. I don't know where no one's going. It's not the right direction. He's gonna go, try to go invis, but he gets grabbed with the lasso, yanked out of his base, and now with the dust, they'll take him down. Double kill for the Bane. Thug, he still survives. 18, 2, and 12. GG is called. AD FINEM, they smashed VP in this third game.
Yeah, this is some, you know, we see AD FINEM put together some great drafts sometimes. Sometimes they have individual play be great, and certainly that was the case with Sun. But they put it all together in this game as a 5-man unit. You know, just able to find the key picks,